the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga, throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt her whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy, yup, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga, throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt her whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy, yup, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
What is good, chat? What is good? Your boys are back, man. Let me get this little ugly ass screen over here so you can see us.
Damn. We're tweaking.
My bad.
Nigga breathe the shit out of his lip.
Hold on, wait. Let me get right. Let me get right, chat.
Yeah,
Let me get right.
Head said, Alright.
Alright, we in here, man. We in here, man. What's good with everybody? Your boys is back. Real honesty reactions and gaming tonight. We doing both. You feel me? So we in here, man. We in here.
Y'all, what y'all on, man? What poppin', man? Real honesty in it, bitch.
Yes, sir. We in this hoe, man. What's going on? What y'all got going tonight, man? We got some shit to talk about. Got some shit to react to, and then maybe we play some NBA Street after this or some Mortal Kombat. So,
Y'all.
yep. So we back in this bitch. You feel me? So yeah, man. Our two of y'all, we see y'all in here. Like the fucking video, cause on the dams.
Yeah, fuck with us, bro. Get us to the algorithm.
Your boys is trying. We out here really trying this shit, bro. Trying. And y'all see, we finally got some couches.
Man, yeah, we got furniture in there.
We got furniture. We got pod mics in the back. You feel me? Just wait. They ain't done yet. We still got more shit to get.
This is at the beginning, for real.
Man, they don't even know. They don't even know what we got planned for this fucking Roy house, bro.
For real.
So just wait till y'all see that first pod. Y'all gonna be like, damn. That's why y'all ain't been having an actual podcast. Yeah, bitch, we been working.
Like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker, man. But hell yeah, man. We gonna I'm gonna pull up the little reaction screen. We gonna try to find something to fucking react to. Hold on. Let's see which one is that one. Yep, boom. Got the right one. Alright. I was like, nigga, I hope I clicked on the right one. Shit. Man, wow. Alright, y'all. Now let's see. I want to see.
Yeah, I was about to say, do got a couple joints too we can watch.
You wanna watch this one right quick to warm up?
Yeah, because he got another one if you want to go on his
The gambling one?
Yeah.
That's the one I want to watch too.
Yeah, he did. He dropped like 3 new videos.
Yeah. Which one you want to do first?
Let's do this. Because I think he finna talk about the tank and shit.
Yeah, the new taking rule.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, the other rules fucking up the MVP voting and shit.
You talking about the 65 games?
Mm-hmm. Because everybody got hurt this year. Shit, everybody's fucking hurt.
Yeah, they just put up the stars that's on the brink of missing out, and nigga, that's down to most of the stars we know.
Shaq got one more game. Nigga Brown out. Curry out. I think Luka got 5 games. Jokic got 2. Like, it's all type of crazy shit in the NBA. So they got, maybe they should lower the games to 50. I think 50 had like almost, or 45 at least.
Like the whole season?
Yeah, because the season is 82 games. So if you do 50 games, I feel like that's more doable.
Or at least if they still
40.
wanna like risk it, they can just make the season 65 games instead of fucking making it the cutoff for if you don't play 65 games, you don't get a motherfucking award or you can't qualify for an award. I don't know, but nigga, I never thought I'd see the NBA motherfucking position where it's like, yeah, nigga, we need to shorten the season.
Yeah, because remember back in the day, niggas play all 82. But I feel like it's the workouts and shit. Niggas do hella calisthenics and shit now instead of actual weightlifting for real.
Oh, God.
And I feel like the actual weightlifting is what help your legs not get as fucked up.
What about AAU?
See, I don't know. I played AAU late. I was late to AAU. So like high school, T-Slack can be a little bit more versatile than me because he played longer than I did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play my first AAU game until 9th grade.
Like think about people that fucking been playing organized basketball since I guess how fucking young they started.
Well, I played organized. I just didn't play AAU. So
but yeah, that's what I meant though.
Yeah,
Like
if
organized ball and AAU.
Yeah, so you play
all the way.
Cause I can tell you right now, organized games I played at least 1,000. Like totally organized, and that's when me starting late. So just imagine the niggas that's been, like you said, been doing this AU. I think you started at like 8.
Yeah, so from
like
8 to nigga,
you playing in
25.
You playing in rec league, AU, and then once you get to middle school, you play rec league, AU, and school league. So like in the Bay Area, we used to do that because we had rec leagues too. So we play all 3. We try and get as much basketball in as we can.
Church league down there.
Yeah, see, we had that too, but that was more in like Oakland and shit. Berkeley, we didn't have a lot of big ass churches with or the Salvation Army with the actual gyms, but we had community centers and a rec center, and so they had that to get the kids off the street. So you feel me? That was one of the ones that really helped a lot with everybody playing as much out there. But if you talk to a regular nigga, like let's say a nigga from the East Coast. Our nigga from LA, they play in the Drew League,
Yeah, like,
Because the
bro.
Drew League is they rec league, but that's a pro-am league, like professionals and amateurs playing it. So, nigga, that's a lot of basketball you playing.
Non-stop, like, cause I mean, from the basketball niggas that I watch, that's kind of like what they blame. Just like, nigga, the kids nowadays, like, they damn near burnt out. Like, nigga, by the time, but they use that for both, like, for the injuries and just the love of the game. Like, you know, niggas getting money now. So by the time they make it to the NBA, like, nigga, I've been having cash. I don't give a fuck about that shit like that. So
Yeah.
they more prone to be like, fuck what you talking about. So, I mean,
It just one of them things, but I feel like I don't feel like they need to shorten the season, but I feel like they need to take down the requirement of games.
yeah,
To
like,
get
I don't like that. They should do, because that's how I feel. Like, don't keep the season the same, but just take away the fucking 65 game rule. Like, I don't think that.
50 games should have been like even, because it's like it's a little more than half, but it's not like an overbearing load for the niggas of today.
Yeah, because 65 is like, you literally penalizing a nigga for injuries at that point. Because you can miss, say you miss, so what's that? You take 2 over there, it's 2 there. So it's 17 games. So they gonna say you miss 18, bro, but you that was literally injury. You balled out the rest of the game. Bro, that's literally not fair.
Yeah, that's
not fair.
that happened to a lot of niggas though. Like since they had that rule, but a lot of niggas was tanking. A lot of niggas was sitting back, tanking, resting niggas. Yeah, niggas not really injured. But if you really get injured and you can't come back, it fucks you up. Cause like, damn, bro, I played good this whole season. Now I'm fucked up for
about I played 58 games, average 30, but it don't count because I played 58 games.
Now technically, this nigga get a hand-me-down award because
I mean, basically, yeah, that's what it's been turned into, cuz. Like, nigga finna real deal just be getting awards just because another nigga couldn't qualify for it. That's gonna make the NBA so ass, bro.
like I'm not interested in the MVP race no more. That Shade can't be in it. Like I get it, he may miss 20 games, but the nigga didn't even play in the All-Star game. He didn't play in the All-Star game. And he got hurt before.
Him or Steph did it.
Steph hurt. He hurt his knee before.
Yeah, so he ain't play it. Bro,
Yeah, they trying to save Steph for the playoffs. So it's like, nigga, yes, I'm gonna rest this nigga. Like, nah, nigga, get back fully healthy. But you know, niggas don't like that. Niggas don't like when people fucking rest people or even try to play through injuries. I don't know. I feel like the NBA don't know what it wants, and the fans don't know what it wants.
Yeah, because the fans. I mean, we new fans at this point. Like the game we grew up watching it no longer exists. So that ain't the game. Like we ain't even watching the same game we watched the niggas when we was playing live. Like that NBA gone. That shit over with.
Nigga, so, it's threes and layups, nigga.
Yeah,
that's it.
So we don't, bro. We really don't know what we talking about just because they don't know what they talking about. Like Adam Silver ain't even the nigga that was running it. What was cuz name?
David Stern, but see, Adam Silver was the right under him. So they have a hierarchy with how they bring the next nigga up.
Yeah, I can tell because he definitely, man. It seems like a nigga popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, like when he took over, his job was to get the NBA more money. You got a lot more money, but the product is kind of fucking up.
And what they say, what cost though?
Yeah, what cost? Like, and even with the TV deals and contracts, that shit is stupid. Cause like you gotta buy hella apps now to watch the games. You gotta have Peacock, Amazon Prime, and ESPN.
That's another complaint. Like the game is already different, and it's harder to watch.
Yeah, like I get it. If you just had it on regular cable, okay, cool. Nigga, damn near everybody can get an ESPN or something, or on Channel 7. You feel me? Like it used to be. Everybody
what
can
was
watch.
it, TNT? What was it, Channel 55 on basic cable?
On basic, 55 for y'all. Out here was 37 for us for TNT. But yeah, TNT was where all the games was, and everybody watched TNT.
Yeah, shit. That's where, I mean, I guess the
movies,
TV games and shit will come on.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, so you watch a movie, then the game come on, and then on Sundays it'd be on ESPN or ABC. But it was easier to watch it. Like y'all could have did a deal where, yes, if you want to stream the game, you have to be on the app. But if you just want to watch it at home, you can watch it on the channel.
Yeah, you can. Nigga, the only time I see a game on TV, though, is He said, "Why bro mouth open like a feet?" Cause he on pause, cuz we ain't been
Yep.
do cuz like that.
Yeah, our fault,
Yeah,
bro.
nigga just pause. He in the middle of saying, What's up, guys?" type shit. That's what he on. My bad, fam.
Yeah, he look a little off.
That nigga, God. I really wasn't even paying attention to that nigga for real, even though I was looking that way. But.
Right, we was talking shit. I was not paying attention, dude. But yeah, y'all. But yeah, we gonna get into the first reaction. We got to this basketball talk. Last time we talked about that shit for an hour. All right. What's good, everybody? It's the Real Honesty Network here, back with another Real Honesty reaction. This is Almighty Omilly.
I'm Undawolf.
And today we are reacting to the low post. My bad, the low post. The low post, man. Adam Silver is about to ruin the NBA. So I don't know. Since Adam Silver has took over for David Stern, everybody hate Adam Silver. So yeah, so we're gonna watch what he's got going, cause we do got a lot of grievances as fans and niggas that care about NBA basketball.
I definitely got feelings on the matter.
Yeah, me too. But let's get into this and let's see what the low post got to say about it.
The concern piqued many people's interest back in late January, entering the beginning stages of this month, when teams like the Utah Jazz, Indiana Pacers, and Washington Wizards were questionably sitting players that should have been healthy in games, even new additions such as Anthony Davis, Trae Young, and Big Zoo. However, the questionable decisions
Damn,
became
Big Zubac got traded too?
Yeah, he damn, I feel like it. What the fuck he just did? He go to the Wizards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I about to say.
I didn't know he was in that trade to the Wizards.
Yeah, so they got Trae Young, Zubac, and Anthony Davis. Yeah.
Damn.
And all them niggas not playing.
Well, Trae was hurt before he got traded. Anthony Davis then broke his hand.
I'll give you my thoughts on it.
When Utah started sitting Larry Markkinen out in fourth quarters, he would literally play the first three and then send him out in the fourth quarter because the game became too close and they could have won. Now, I'm not going to go into too much details about all of the events that had transpired because I made another video on it, so make sure you go check it out. But all you need to know is that...
You know why they tanking too? You know the dude at BYU right now? You know,
AJ Dubansky?
Yeah.
Dubansky, something like
yeah.
that.
You know who's the number one what's they call them? The number one what's they when they give all the money?
The lottery?
No, when they give the money to the schools.
Fuck.
The boosters, you know who the number one
okay.
booster is for BYU?
Who?
The owner of the fucking Utah fucking Jazz.
Hey, good luck.
And he tanking.
It's a place of business. Nigga like basketball, but the other B stand for business.
No, billion.
For real, that too.
This started
Nigga
to
said, "I
chatter
need
in the NBA community. The league also started to catch wind about it, and immediately Adam Silver and the competition committee came together and came up with solutions on how to fix these problems. In the attempt to fix this epidemic, all I have seen on my timeline is a bunch of exaggerated statements from many media members and even Adam Silver himself, and now some of that flamboyant language is being represented in some of these solutions. The NBA fined the Utah Jazz $500,000. The committee has already came back with some of their fixes that they have on the table, and Adam Silver during All-Star break went as far as to say that they've even contemplated eliminating the lottery in totality. And because how ludicrous of an idea that is, and because how crazy some of the other suggestions are, I've deemed it necessary that if Adam Silver has his way with any of these suggestions, especially many of them, I'm not being hyperbolic when I say this, it could have real ramifications on how teams are able to build their rosters for the foreseeable future, so much so that it would quite literally ruin the NBA. And I'm not being hyperbolic when I say this.
Sure.
First, let's go ahead and get
you don't
this
got no
out
lottery
of the way.
picks. What you
If
supposed to do?
anyone who has a brain cell is genuinely considering to eradicate the lottery, respectfully, get out of the room. Sure, removing the lottery does remove tanking, but it also makes it significantly more difficult for teams like the Utah Jazz and
Time
the
out.
Indiana
How you
Pacers
doing?
to ever have
Thanks
the
for tuning in
chance to
again.
add
What's up with it?
substantial
I seen your
talent
name a
to
few
their
times.
roster because they
Yeah,
are a
we did an
small
interview
market
her son. I've been
And
trying
when
to edit
people
it.
suggest
My
remove the
computer
lottery
broke.
and just
That's
have
what's up.
college players
Her
come into
son,
the league and sign to whatever
he
teams they
is,
want to, almost
one
none
of
of
the
them will
top
ever want to
bull
sign
riders
for
and,
the
like, bull
Pacers
wranglers
or the Utah
in America,
Jazz or the
and he's
Sacramento
black.
Kings
Yeah.
or even the New Orleans Pelicans.
hard.
Like, there
Nah,
are just
he
teams
dope as
that will be fundamentally at a
coldest shit I
massive
ever seen, but, like,
disadvantage,
up close in
even
my
if
life.
they have
I
really
seen
good
him tell us
rosters.
it.
And we know this for a
What did he
fact
say?
because
Gotta do
throughout
my
the
research.
course of
Schedule.
NBA history, or hell,
Wait till we
even
drop
over
the
the
video.
past 10 to 15 years, there have been small market teams that have had really good rosters and they could still never land any quality players in free agency.
Facts.
Even the idea of eradicating the
Nobody
lottery
fucking
and then
Indiana.
leading it to, if you have the worst record in the NBA, you had the first pick, and you had the second worst record in the NBA, you had the second pick, et cetera, et cetera. Like, the fact that people are genuinely talking about this as if like 40 years ago that wasn't a thing, I don't understand how you all believe we got to a lottery in the first place. The reason why we're here is
The
because
niggas
in
was
the
getting some
80s,
out-of-pocket
the
picks.
Houston Rockets traded Moses Malone to the Philadelphia 76ers, received literally nothing of substance for a player that just won league MVP because they knew the team that they currently had constructed was never going to be good enough to win a championship. So they decided to trade Moses Malone, get nothing in return, tank as much as they possibly can to go after Ralph Sampson and then the next year Hakeem Olajuwon. That's the reason why we have a lottery in the first place. But for whatever reason,
big ass
people act
niggas.
as if
For
like
real.
that didn't
Yeah,
exist.
272
and that's a
niggas. That
massive
shit
problem.
crazy.
Another
Hooping at
suggestion that the
For real.
NBA is proposing is flattening the odds again. For those who were unaware, back in 2019, after the Sixers' whole process
Yeah, I
phase
remember
ended,
that. That
the
nigga was
NBA
crying
decided
like a
to
motherfucker.
address tanking,
Yeah, I
and
feel 'em
their
on that,
attempt at doing
cuz,
so
hell of a
was
way to
flattening
lose.
the odds. Now, what exactly does that mean? On your screen were the
Motherfucker jump
previous
shot.
odds
Yeah,
before they
that-
made the
that was
change in
that spin
2019.
around shit,
And as you
man.
can
That
see,
nigga
if you have the
Kawhi
worst
said,
record in the NBA,
"Oh!"
you have a 25% chance of receiving a number one
I
overall
would've
pick,
fought
a
everybody
21.5%
in that
chance to receive
I
the
ain't
second
gonna lie, I
overall
probably
pick,
been
and nearly
crying too, 'cause I
18%
couldn't
chance to
kill
receive the
nobody.
third overall pick, and
I
then
would've
roughly
taken suspension off the
36%
chair at the
chance to receive
backboard.
the fourth overall pick.
See,
But after
no,
that, it was
anyway,
impossible for you to
fuck it.
fall
But-
outside of the top four. Now, I'm not going to go over the odds for the rest of the teams, but as you can clearly see, as long as you had a bottom three record in the NBA, you had a really good chance to have a top 3 or top 4 pick in the upcoming draft. However, Adam Silver thought that just gave way
This
too
nigga
much
look
incentive
fake.
to teams to just
Everybody
run to
say
the
he
bottom.
reptile-
So now
a
the new
reptilian.
model looks like
He
this.
look like
the
it.
worst
Don't
three
he?
teams
Ain't he
all
like
have
6'9"?
the exact same odds
Skinny
across
as hell.
the board to receive a top 4 pick
Nigga
in
lizard.
the upcoming
Trust it,
draft,
nigga.
while also lowering
Snake
the
in a
odds
suit.
across the board. Remember, previously, if you were the worst team in the NBA, you had a 25% chance to receive the number one
I missed the
overall
old
pick.
way.
Now it's dropped all the way down to 14%.
no,
You had a
for real.
21.5%
14 is
chance to
crazy.
receive the number 2 overall pick. Now it's dropped all the way down to 13%.
I seen
And
that
you can
on
go on and on and
2K though.
on, all the way to the 4th selection. Now, sure, as you can see, flattening the
Shout out
odds
to 2K for
certainly
educating
takes
us on
away a
how
lot of
lateral
incentives
work.
for teams to
for
be bad.
real.
However, it then presents two other major
It's
concerns.
a lizard
The first
man.
one
No,
being,
for real.
when you do
Jesus,
this, you
nigga,
completely
real
ignore the reason
reptile.
why teams are tanking or are just bad in the first place. Teams have to tank or end up being bad because that is the best way for them to acquire talent on their roster. And doing this does nothing more but make it more difficult for them to pull that off. And because you do that, it now means that teams that should elevate back to the top are now staying at the bottom much longer because it's more difficult for them to acquire the talent, which then means more teams are going to tank. This problem is actually so chaotic that even if you have the worst record in the NBA, it is a borderline coin flip, a 50-50% chance that you won't even finish
Yeah, 'cause
in
some
the
teams are
top
tanking,
4
didn't
in the lottery.
didn't even
You
got
basically
like
have
an 8th pick. I said,
48%
damn, I'll
chance
be
to
hella
finish
mad.
with the 5th overall
they're having
pick. But then the second
50%
problem
chance to
that I don't
go
think
field.
the NBA really thought of
I don't like
was
that.
when you flatten out the
That's
odds
fucking
and you
crazy.
stretch them out even
And how the
further
past
to
few
more
drafts have
picks,
been going,
that
it's like
means
the
that
first 3
other
is
teams
only it.
who are, I don't know, the 7th, 8th, or 9th worst team in the NBA, they now have a new incentive to tank and be bad because now their odds of receiving a number 1 or top 3 pick has increased immensely. So let's go back to the old model. If you had the 8th worst record in the NBA, you only had about a 10% chance to finish top 3 in the lottery.
Living with chronic migraine? 15 or
Yeah, for
more
sure,
headache days a
no,
month,
there's an ad on
each
there,
lasting
don't
4
they?
hours or more.
Only 10. But now let's go back to the new model. If you have the 8th worst record in the NBA, you actually have a 12% chance to receive a top 2 pick in the upcoming draft. And then if you want to expand it out to top 4, you have a near 25% chance to receive a top 4 pick in the upcoming lottery. Think about that for a second. The 8th worst team in the NBA has roughly the same odds to receive a top 4 pick as the worst team in the NBA has the odds to receive a top 2 pick. So, if that's the case, why wouldn't I tank? Why wouldn't more teams
breaking
start
that
to
shit
tank?
like
He got
all the
it.
way
to the
down.
He got the
bottom,
full
because
research to
even
tell us
if
what's going
I
on.
don't, finish with the first, second, third, or fourth
I love
worst
hoop, but
record in the
sometimes
league,
I be too
but
lazy to
instead
do that
finish
much
with the
research.
6th, 7th,
Yeah,
or
the
8th worst
analytics
record in
of
the league,
Mhm.
because you flatten
Yeah,
out
he
the
got
odds, I still have a pretty good
Analytics,
chance
man.
to move
Shout out to
up
Cub.
in the lottery. And that's something that we have seen routinely. In back-to-back drafts, we had 2 teams move up exponentially in the lottery to the number 1 overall pick with the Atlanta Hawks, and then last year with the Dallas Mavericks. So
That shit
now
was
when
crazy.
you flatten
Dallas
the
got the number
odds,
1 pick.
subsequently what you
They
have
sacrificed
done
Luka
is
for
you've made it
Hooper.
more difficult for
Look.
bad teams to acquire
We'll
the
talk
talent that
about
they
it.
need
That nigga,
for them not to be
boy.
bad anymore,
That's how I
while
feel about
also
the Wizards.
incentivizing
The Wizards got hella
mid-level
shit for
bad
nothing.
teams who are the 8th or 9th or 7th worst record in the league.
Ain't about to
You've
get a number
incentivized them
third-
to also
number
stop
3
trying
pick.
as well, because their ability to
You
jump up in the
know.
top 4 has never been higher than it is right now. So Adam Silver suggesting to flatten the odds even more is crazy, and it put us in the position that we are in right now. And some of the other suggestions also present these exact same problems, such as the lottery being extended
I
to
had read
include
that
all
shit.
playing teams,
Mhm.
or lottery odds being allocated based on 2-year record
That's
instead of
stupid.
just the previous year. These are
No,
all
literally,
things
though.
that literally
this is when you got
defeat
too much
the whole
power and you don't know what to
purpose
do.
of the lottery, or
Man,
what
fuck it.
teams
Let's just
should
throw it
need.
all the
And
way.
also some of these
Niggas
other
just trying
suggestions,
shit.
they just don't
Trying
make
shit,
any
trying shit
sense.
won't work.
Lottery
Trying
odds
shit,
freezing
trying
at the
shit,
trade
switch it up.
deadline or at a later date doesn't make any sense. All that means is that teams will start tanking from the beginning of the season up into the deadline, so that doesn't really change any of the problems at all. Or even the idea
Type
of
shit.
teams can't pick in the top 4 the year after making the conference finals. Like, it wouldn't be impossible or rational to believe that a team could go from, I don't know, making the finals and the following year being at the bottom of the conference because, LeBron decided to leave in free agency. When I look at some of these suggestions, I'm just going to be honest with you. I think a lot of people are coming out and saying things without acknowledging what the reality is, and that is tanking is like a necessary evil for many teams in the NBA because that is the only way for them to acquire high-end talent. And the
No,
truth of the
that's a
matter
fact.
is, the only way for a team to truly contend in the NBA is if they have an MVP caliber player on their roster. Unless you roll the dice and luck out on someone like Giannis being selected in the middle of the first round, or Nikola
Well, they had
Jokic
that nigga
being
hidden
selected
in
in
the
the
basement
second
in the
round, and
middle
you
of
trade
Atlanta,
for
so-
Kawhi Leonard, more than likely
real.
your team needs to
Folks
figure
said
out a
work
way
them
to get
cubs
an
out like a
MVP
secret
caliber
project.
player,
You know,
and
okay,
9
every
times out
day.
of 10, that player is being drafted in the lottery.
Yeah, he
That's the
came out once
reality.
practice
And
is
so
over.
trying to make it difficult for
He
these
said,
teams
"They
to
gone.
acquire said
All right,
players
Giannis, come on.
so
Hey,
that they
Giannis,
can just
bring your
build
ass.
up their
Bring
roster
brother
and
too,
compete
nigga.
literally
Nigga got a
makes
fake
no
name at the
sense.
gym.
These suggestions
Call his
are
name
ignoring
Chris.
the cycle that is roster construction
Call
in
him
the
Chris.
NBA.
Oh,
4 years ago, teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder, Detroit Pistons, Houston Rockets, and San Antonio Spurs were all at the bottom of the league. However, they got a couple of picks, picked up some franchise players, and now here we are. All
Yeah,
4
all
of those
these
teams
niggas
are
hooping
at
now.
the top
Boom.
of the league because that is the natural cycle of team building. Most teams are not going to be able to find a way to smoothly transition from one era of basketball to another, so they're going to need help in the process. And because the NBA world is ignoring those unsettling truths, Adam Silver and the competition committee have made suggestions that could quite literally ruin the NBA. I know that sounds very hyperbolic, but just think about if 2 or 3 of those suggestions are implemented. We're talking about a league where the Lakers, the Celtics, the Knicks will just be able to just sign anyone they want to, because more than likely that's where the younger players would want to play instead of Memphis or Utah. And then on the other side of the coin, think about it. For the Jazz, they would never get John Stockton and Karl Malone because more than likely they would never sign there. What we're seeing right now in Charlotte would more than likely never happen because, come on, LaMelo Ball more than likely would not sign to the Charlotte Hornets. The moments that we got from John Wall in Washington would
Right.
never happen.
I was
Matter
like,
of
John
fact,
Wall did
our
not need to be in
familiarity
Washington with his
with
bowling
the
ass.
San Antonio Spurs is because of Tim Duncan and now Wemby. Who knows if either one of those players would have signed to that team, especially an organization that didn't have that much
Remember, we
history
were surprised
before
that
Tim Duncan. Taking away
Lamar
teams'
Odom-
ability
I mean,
to build
DeMar DeRozan
culture
stayed
and
in San
history
Antonio.
through the draft is
You know,
damning.
but
and
he
oh yeah,
liked
some
the
of these
system,
suggestions is
though.
quite literally
I'm
kind contradict some of the
you know what I
improvements
mean,
that
the
we made in the NBA over the
coaching,
past
yeah.
couple of years.
fuck with
For
that.
example, Supermax contracts. The whole purpose of a Supermax is to give an advantage to small markets teams to retain the talent they end up drafting. But now you're talking about making it impossible for them to draft.
this
in the
nigga
first
regular
place.
speed?
Or how do you want even
Or is
better?
he speed
The
up?
aprons. The whole premise of the aprons is to restrict and handcuff some of these owners to
That
flex
nigga
their
regular
money.
speed,
So,
brother.
for example, if you're
I
past the
could've
second
sworn
tax
that
apron,
nigga-
you don't
that
have
nigga
an